Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I got my little co-host here, Jeremy.
Yay!
All right, he'll be helping out in the co-hosted duties today. But this week we have quite the show for you. We're going to be talking about Six Flags New England's Fright Fest announcement. We're going to go a little bit over the live chat. We're also going to talk about our trip to Six Flags Great America out in Gurnee, Illinois. And then a little trip up north, 2 hours to Little America in Wisconsin. And then we got various tidbits of news with a ton of rides being announced and other cool things. Hey, if you want, you can take a load off and sit. There you go, you sit.
Hey y'all!
And everybody can see your head popping up.
Yay!
But yeah, it should be a good show that we have for you this evening. And we'll just start rolling with the news. All right, let's first start with a new haunt announced for Halloween Horror Nights. I already told you about this.
Yep.
I don't know what you think about it, but
It's cool.
do you even know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, for what?
Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh yeah! Orlando, right?
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're gonna what do you call it? It's gonna be The Purge. I don't know how many people saw The Purge and what that's about, but have you ever seen The Purge?
Not the movie.
You should see the movie.
Okay.
It's creepy. Anyway, the premise of The Purge is actually, one day for 12 hours, you're allowed, all crimes are allowed, and you can kill people, rob people, stab people, hurt people. You can do whatever you want. All crimes are allowed. Police, fire, and rescue stand down for 12 hours. So there's a haunt based on this. So it's going to be interesting because last year they had the scare zone. This year they're coming in with a full haunt. So it should be interesting. Are you going to be like a scared little girl?
No.
I think you're going to be a scared little girl.
You mean boy?
I think you're going to be like a scared little girl. I think.
Well, I hope I'm not.
I'm just...
So.
All right. Well, anyway, so that's the haunt. That's the haunt news there. The haunt news. All right. That's the next one. Knott's Berry Farm. That's all the way out in California. We're gonna eventually get there someday.
Cool.
But they announced that their wooden coaster Ghost Rider is gonna close on September 9th and go under a major rehab for next year. So I don't know what that means. I know it's not gonna be an RMC because, let's face it, they don't want to deal with them for some reason. I don't know. Look, Brandon Allen's watching.
Yay!
Anyway, so with Knott's Berry Farm, it's closing. They're going to redo it. I don't know if they're going to modify it at all, but 75th anniversary of the area, so it should be good. See, it's a good thing I waited to go to California.
Yep.
So I can ride all these cool things that they're doing. Next, Busch Gardens, Tampa. We're going there, right?
Yeah.
High five. We're going to be going... we're going to be there for the preview weekend of Hollow Screams. And they've been putting out these cool videos based on what they have, what their theme is. And the theme of Hollow Screams this year is Unearthed. So they made it like a guy went in this building, and they see all this thing, and then there's this crazy chick named Scarlett, and they're saying the rumors are true and all that. So we'll see what the haunts are. Because I bought the tickets for Hollow Screams today.
Okay, that sounds nice.
So you're going to get scared and cry.
No!
Yes.
I will not.
Yeah, you will. Remember what happened when we went to Philadelphia?
Yeah, because I didn't really like it.
Why? Because they took your brother away?
Yeah.
But that was part of the haunt. And look, Brandon got his Apple Watch. How is your Apple Watch? All right, so let's get into Kings Island. You've never been there. That's in Ohio.
Cool.
But they're adding a new water slide complex called Tropical Plunge. So they're going to add a bunch of, they said 3 slides, that, like Bonsai Pipeline.
Yeah.
The floor drops out, and then they're going to have some other ones that kind of get a little bit of thrills.
Cool.
but for the people that are too scared to have the drop fall from under them.
Ooh.
So that'll be.
Hey, just a reminder, Brandon Allen's birthday was yesterday.
I know. I said happy birthday to him.
Good. If you didn't, I'll spank you.
So they're adding a water slide complex.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
Now, the big thing that I've been talking about and waiting for was last weekend was Disney's D23 Expo, and unless you live under a rock, then you should know all about the 2 lands that were announced for Disney. There's going to be Toy Story Land, and then there's going to be Star Wars Land.
Yep.
Now, both lands are going to consist of 2 new rides along with shops, and they're going to make it look like their environments, which is cool. Jeremy, do you want to play Xbox later?
Yes.
All right, he said yeah.
Oh, Brandon, I hope.
Anyway, so on to the goodies.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Goodie. For Toy Story Land, you're going to get a Slinky Dog coaster and a Kitty Spinny ride. That's going to go into Toy Story Land. Bug die. See? I gave you the bug. So you're going to get that. It's going to, from what I saw of the video when they announced Slinky Dog coaster, it's going to look like Slinky Dog,
Yeah, from the movie.
Yep, and then you're going to sit in the cars inside those metal rings.
Oh, nice.
And it's going to go around. It was like a coaster model track, kind of like like the King of Car one you got.
Yeah.
Only you'll be inside it. It's going to look like you're inside Andy's bedroom, and instead of using the coaster cars, the whole place is going to look like that. And instead of using roller coaster cars, he put Slinky Dog on it, which I think is
kind of cool.
pretty cool. But I'm sure it's not going to be. People were kind of not really that impressed because the big news, the big dog, what I've been waiting for, Star Wars Land. But again.
That sounds awesome.
They didn't really give much information. They didn't say when it was going to open. They didn't say where they were putting it. They didn't even say where they were putting Toy Story Land.
Oh.
Nobody said. They didn't say anything. They just said Star Wars Land going to California, Disneyland, and it's going to Walt Disney World inside Hollywood Studios. There's going to be 2 rides. One's an e-ticket ride, and I never understood the ticket ride system that they have. An e-ticket is the big expensive rides, like a Space Mountain or a Splash Mountain or a Expedition Everest. So there's going to be a ride like that where you can pilot and operate the Millennium Falcon, some big ride. I don't know exactly what, but I think it's going to be cool. I saw the artwork of what they want to do with it. It looks beautiful. Now we just need to know when it's going to happen.
Oh, that actually sounds very cool because of the...
And I don't know what the other ride is. And again, I don't know where in the park it's going to go. I have no clue. Not a clue. So even though as excited as I am a little disappointed that they didn't say where it's going, when it's opening, what exact rides and stuff like that. You would think with all this time that they've had, they would have had a little bit more.
Yep.
But nonetheless, we will find out soon enough. My guess is you probably will not see at least Star Wars Land anyway open until probably 2020, 2021, probably around that time. That's probably when you're going to see it open, unfortunately. Because Disney's kind of slow when they're building and announcing and doing all that stuff, unfortunately. So in that aspect, it kind of sucks. But you will eventually get to ride the rides, eventually. So hopefully when they open, you're not too little to go ride Star Wars rides and other kiddie rides.
Yeah,
All right, so let's see. I got more news over here.
Ooh.
All right, so Canada's Wonderland also announced today. That's out in Canada, buddy. They have this ride called Skyhawk, and it's not the Scream and Swing ride. This is a new for North America, period. You look like you're in a plane, kind of like an air race, except you control it. You control the spins. You can make it spin 360 degrees. There's levers on it. And you can make it spin around and do crazy things. But you control it. You can control the spinning if you want to. It's kind of like the airplane ride out at Lake Winnie. That you can, use the levers and stuff and make your stealth spin around and stuff. Kind of same idea, except it's open. It's not enclosed. It's pretty cool.
That actually sounds
So
very
then the
cool.
next, they also announced Flying Eagles, which is a set of flyers, and everybody knows I love the flyers. Everybody knows that. I know a lot of people love them. They hate them.
So,
Jeremy, can we do the world with our houses so I can work on it? I want to see Star Wars. I want to go to Disney. We are planning on it, but don't know when.
ooh.
Yeah, we're kind of going to
kinda
Disney in September, kind of.
Yeah, we.
Kind of. We're only
Yeah.
going. Well, we're gonna do the. Did you know, little man? Lugo found this out. You can get a water park ticket that's good for both water parks.
Woo!
So you could like spend half of the time that the park's open at
Yeah.
one, and then go to the other. You
Well,
could do that.
That's actually kind of good because it's fun.
Yeah, I like the.
Water parks are very fun.
Yeah. King's Dominion also announced today. There's a lot of announcements. King's Dominion announced Delirium. It's the swing ride, just like out at Kings Island. They got one. They have one at Cedar Point. The one at Cedar Point is Max Air. They're fun rides. I actually like it. It's one of my
Whoa.
favorite rides at Cedar Point. You know, like Tomahawk.
Yes.
Instead of spinning a lot, it's big, giant, and it goes almost upside down, and then
Oh,
it
nice.
swings. It's crazy. It does kind of like a figure eight swing thing. It's
Wow.
pretty awesome. So
That actually does.
it's a cool ride for King's Dominion.
Very cool.
Uh,
Maybe the one.
the next is Universal Islands of Adventure. Now, the Incredible Hulk coaster is going down, I don't know when, September 8th, and it's going for a nice lengthy rehab. They're going to do improvements to the story, the trains, and improve the overall experience of the ride. So, if you're looking to go and ride the Hulk, do it before then, or you're going to have to wait until the ride comes back up. I have no idea when that is. It might come back up in January. It might come up next year. I don't know. They didn't say that. It was announced on their blog either yesterday or today. I forgot.
Ooh. What is?
All right, now here's my last tidbit of news. The only dry park that we're doing is Magic Kingdom, and we're doing the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Which?
It runs from like 4 in the afternoon until midnight, so you can get a good 8 hours in the park. Then you can see the fireworks, the shows. I mean, I mainly just want to get my credit on the Seven Dwarfs because I don't have it. Ride Splash Mountain, of course, because I love that ride. The other rides, as much as I love them, I don't care, but I want to make sure I see the parade. I want to see the fireworks. Stuff like that. That's the main reason. I know and the ticket's only $68. So to get all the good shows and fireworks, and to get the, all that good stuff, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do stuff like Busch Gardens and SeaWorld and Legoland and Fun
A
Spot
lot of
and
stuff.
water parks and so
Disney.
on and so forth. Universal.
A lot of fun stuff
Yep.
is what we're technically saying.
All right. So my last tidbit of news.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Is the Cedar Point accident where a guy died. The idiot lost, and I know this may offend somebody because I may sound like a jerk, but this is a case of somebody being an idiot and hopping a fence while the train is in operation. He didn't tell security. He lost his stuff. He wanted to be a genius, hop over the fence, and when he went to go grab his whatever he was his wallet or his phone or whatever, he got hit by the train of Raptor and it killed him. A lot of people are like, oh, the poor guy. I read this article today that did nothing but piss me off. They were saying that it was Cedar Point's fault for not putting signs that if you hop this fence, you'll die. They should have put bigger fences. They should have done this. They should have done that. You're totally wrong, whatever the hell your name is that wrote the stupid article. This is where it comes into play where people might get mad at me. The guy was a school teacher, matter of fact, a guidance counselor. So he just gave his students one last piece of advice. Do not hop over a fence in a restricted area. There's a reason that it says danger. Do not hop over. Authorized personnel only. You don't have to try to be superhero and get your crap.
Correct.
I will not hop over the fence. I know my kids won't unless they're idiots. But if they get hurt, I would say the same thing. They're stupid. Who's Monkey Master? Oh, that's Luco.
Yeah.
But still, my feelings about people doing something stupid, it's not on the park.
It's on themselves.
It's not the park's fault. It is the stupid idiot that hopped the fence.
It's technically
You just hopped the fence. You were going to get caught probably hopping back over, and you're going to get kicked out of the park anyway, if you lived.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, you did something really stupid and retarded, and then you got killed.
Yeah, I did something very dumb.
So, for me, I think you deserve what you get. If you're going to be a moron and hop a fence,
Yeah, then...
you know, I know people like us, people that watch this show are not that stupid.
Me...
And if you are, you're an idiot. And I will bash you when you die. I will go to your funeral. And then I will tell everybody what an idiot you are. I should go to that guy. Well, the thing already happened probably, the funeral. But if the funeral didn't happen, I should fly out and go tell his family he's an idiot at the funeral. We're in the church and stand up and talk about him. Be like, oh, this guy's great. He's a great idiot. So... that's how I feel. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about Cedar Point, but it really, you know, this whole incident, it really pisses me off that people are this stupid. There's a reason why there's fences and signs, because the population of people is retarded.
I know.
They hop fences. They do stupid things like... when you look at all the incidents, whether somebody got hurt or there's a fight or somebody dies or something. Now, sometimes there's been workers that got killed. You know, they're cutting the grass and whatever. They got their headphones on and so that they can't, you know, because the stuff's loud. So they're doing their thing. And that's an unfortunate accident. That was their job. But the ones that hop the fence, the people that don't belong there, if you don't belong there, you do not belong there. Because you will get killed.
Hit yourself, actually.
You know, it's pretty stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why people do it, but they do it.
Yep.
It really makes me angry. It makes me angry.
I know.
Are you going to hop a fence? Are you going to get hit by a roller coaster? Because if you die, I'm going to bring you back to life and then kill you again. I'm going to double kill you. Double tap. To make sure that you die. Well, he has 3 accounts up.
Yeah,
Monkey Master, Luco,
technically that one's
and Penator.
Mine, himself, and Penator.
So
my...
that's enough of my rant, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it was dumb.
Yep.
It was dumb.
Dumb.
All right, so now we're going to talk Six Flags New England's Fright Fest announcement. Slasher Circus 3D.
Ooh.
I thought there was more to it, but it's not.
Yeah.
Anyways, I went last Thursday to Six Flags New England. They had a little media event, and it started like 9:30 or so. I recorded it. I put it up all over YouTube. Lots and lots of people watched between YouTube and Facebook and so on. It got shared, and people were digging, I guess.
Go!
Hey, it's Coaster Kev. You just missed out on my rant about the Cedar Point accident. How stupid that person was for hopping the fence. But so anyway, I go to the media event. They gave I should have brought it in, but I didn't. They gave everybody, well, yeah, basically they gave everybody a little Joker, like a baby Joker holding a lollipop.
Technically candy.
And but it was cool. They had, you know, they brought out Maya Slayer in the hearse, and if you check this YouTube page, you can watch the video. I do have a video later of the trip over the weekend, so don't worry, I'll play that near the end. So we definitely have something cool to watch.
Yep.
Because I had never been to Six Flags Great America or Little America. Awesome parks. They were awesome. But anyway, back to Slasher Circus 3D. It's a clown haunt that is obviously 3D. I do have a location of where it's going. I talked to the park. The location of Slasher Circus 3D is actually going to be the queue line of Total Darkness. So Total Darkness and the Clown Haunt are going to be basically next to each other.
Well, that sounds actually very cool. This is total darkness.
And Six Flags New England did not do this one in-house. It's coming from a place from South Carolina.
Wow.
And there is a commercial that they put out for it. That was pretty cool. That I saw, I guess, somewhere when I was somewhere. I don't remember where I was, but I was somewhere. I was either in Chicago or Wisconsin or somewhere. I was somewhere. I was coming and going. I didn't know where I was. But yeah, so that's the haunt. I don't know how much it's going to cost. It's going to be part of the bracelet. They are doing what they call a flash sale for the scare passes. There's two of them, one for $35 and one for $45. Wow. I don't remember which one. One's the regular for the season and one's the VIP for the season. So you get all the haunts for all that for the whole season. So if you want to go more than probably one time, if you go twice, you pay it off. So it depends if you want to pay $35 or $45 and skip the line. I like picking on you. It's fun. Especially since Devin's not here.
Dang it.
So anyway, so if you haven't seen the recording of the announcement, which I thought was really cool how they did it. Like I was saying, Mayor Slayer comes on the hearse. And then, he pops out. He grabs the mic from Jen McGrath. And then he walks up in the gazebo. And then the clown chick comes, gives him a music box. And then the black curtain, so to speak, comes down, and there's a ton of clowns that come out with chainsaws and axes, and they start scaring everybody.
This dude showed me. This guy right here, Dad, showed me that.
Yep, and I thought for how small of an event it was, I thought it played off very well, and I thought it was really well done. Especially for something that was just so quick. It wasn't like, it's not like going to a media day for a ride where it's 3 to 4 hours or something. It was a quick bam. They had season pass holders and media people there. It was cool. I liked it. And then they were supposed to give us exclusive ride time on Wicked Cyclone, but it was down. They were doing work on it or whatever. And then, so they gave us Sky Screamer instead. So I rode that. And then... I will say my day was kind of ruined a little bit, not because of Six Flags. My problem was work. I was playing hooky, my fault, shame on me. But the phone continuously rang from when I got off Sky Screamer until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I really didn't get to ride much until 4 o'clock, but I have witness to this. Jason, Welter, and Riley, they...
riding a lot?
Well, they were with me. So, we kind of nonchalantly did things. We'd go on a ride, I'd come off the ride, the phone's ringing. Stores that we were working on went down, the lights went down, and I had to work on my cell phone, the cell phone, a little screen, compared to a computer screen, and try and do things, and it was just horrible.
That really stink because you didn't get to really ride as much.
No, but I still had fun, though.
Yeah.
I got to eat, I got to hang out with Jason and Riley. They were very patient with me.
Yeah. Like usual.
We were just hanging out, doing our thing. And, and then once that happened, then we watched the laser show. I still have to upload the laser show. I haven't gotten to do that yet.
What? Did that without me and Devin? How dare you?
I went. I'm sorry.
How dare.
I think I have it on here. Not that I'm going to sit here and show you it. But I want to make sure I still have it. Yes, I still have the video. So I'm going to upload the video. Still gonna
later.
Yeah, not today, but later. It would, what? I would compare it to the, if you're looking for something like around like what Lake Compounds did, it was really cool. It was different than Lake Compounds and other laser shows. That's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be the same. It was cool. The only complaint, and I told the park this, that was the location. Now, if they ever do it again and they put it in that location, the location is where across from Captain Ribby's there, the station for the Skyway was. They put a big white screen on that. And the only thing that I hated about it was the stupid game building the roof was cutting in the way. I mean, a little bit of it. I mean, it depended. It depended where you were standing. If you were all the way to the right by the soccer game, you didn't have an obstructed view. If you were in the middle or to the left, you had an obstructed view. So maybe they should cut that part of the roof out. I don't know, for the laser show.
Well,
so it was just one of those things. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, even with the obstruction, a little obstruction, it was still an excellent show. It was awesome. They had fog, they had music, they had the laser lights. It was a great show. I mean, I was entertained. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. And, you know, I don't want to take away, you know, how awesome the show was just because of that little, you know, obstruction of view. And I mean, it wasn't like it cut through the middle of it. It was on the bottom left corner. It was cutting out, and they didn't really have anything going on there. It was mainly the middle of the screen had, you know, all the, you know, the animations of the lasers on it. So, you know what? It was still a great show, regardless. I thought it was great. Now watch out, you're on my.
So.
All right, now we're on to the online chat with Six Flags New England. The recap. I didn't really write anything down, but there was a few points that I needed to make, such as they talked about, you know, the process of Fright Fest. You know, they start the day after. Anybody that does haunts, when you want to do your haunt for next year, you start November 1st. And you keep working all year long. Maybe that's why I'm giving up mine, because I still haven't planned it, thought about it really. Even though I got a werewolf right here, I got a skell guy, I got a zombie, I got a Freddy Krueger, I got a scream guy. He's not in the haunt.
I know.
But anyway, so they, you know, the writing, the practice, they go through this very lengthy rehearsals, and you know and they were talking about who voices Mayor Slayer, and while they were doing while they were talking, they had the makeup artist in there transforming this lady into a zombie. So, you know, they had a lot of cool things going on and going back and forth. I guess the next chat's going to be in 3 months.
Wow.
September, October, November. So I guess the chat that they want to do on September 3rd isn't going to happen. Instead, it'll probably happen like right after closing is what I'm suspecting, is when they'll... Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I'm gonna definitely be selling stuff. The only thing I know for sure in this room I'm keeping is my Freddy Krueger. That's probably the only thing I'm definitely keeping. I got all kinds of stuff, and it's gonna be priced to sell. It's not gonna be priced to be a jerk. And I mean, some of the stuff, most of the stuff is in really excellent shape. Some of the stuff would be a good static prop instead of an animatronic, so I would sell it as a static and not an animatronic price. You know, it's good stuff. It's not bad stuff. I got a lot of it at Spirit or yard sales or whatever. You know, I got a lot of stuff. I got body parts and different kind of animatronics. I mean, they're Spirit Halloween animatronics, not like these expensive thousands of dollars animatronics. But the animatronics, they don't sell anymore, and they still work. You know, there's some cool stuff. They announced the pricing September 3rd, so it's going to be that weekend. So they're going to do the announcement, and then that weekend is when they're going to do the what do you call it? So the weekend of Oktoberfest, that Sunday, we should be at Six Flags getting our passes. And yes, buddy?
So, what are we going to be doing?
For what?
Isn't there going to be at Jordan's?
Yeah, we're not getting into that yet. That's going to be later. But they'll announce they've said September 3rd is when they announced the flash sale.
Oh.
So you can get your season passes, dining passes for next year.
Well, I think that's actually kind of good. Because I haven't talked much during this whole entire thing. For some strange reason.
I don't know. All right, so let's get into the weekend.
Ooh, weekend. So nice.
Not this weekend. The weekend that just went by, Chicago. Because there were some cool things. There's a lot of cool things to talk about. Now, besides me being delayed like almost 3 hours flight,
Wow.
By the time I got into, by the time Luco picked me up at O'Hare Airport, it was like, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that.
Well,
10 o'clock. I don't know when the hell I got in. Anyway, so we matter of fact, we met up with a good friend of ours, Jeremy Dewicki.
My name.
And we went to this bar called Headquarters, and it was North River. They have two locations. They have Lakeview, and they have North River. If you go to hqbeercade.com, you can see the... You know what? They may actually announce a national dining pass, because they were kind of hinting at SFNE Online Day about a national dining pass. See, the only thing that doesn't get me is they did the national dining pass 2 years ago. They did it once.
I don't know what the...
They did it. They tested it, whatever. And then this year they didn't do it. And now they're trying to do it, and they can't figure it out because of the taxes. Which I think is a bunch of you-know-what. It's a bunch of poop. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's a bunch of poop. And I think Six Flags is trying to pull the wool over your eye. I think they were probably losing their butt on it, probably. I really don't know. But here's the thing I don't understand. Cedar Fair does it. They have no issues doing it. Their main concern was the tax thing. Now, maybe New England, if they watch this, they don't like what I got to say. Well, that's just too bad. I'm an honest guy. I'm not going to kiss anybody's butt. That's not what I'm here for. I don't care if they strip me away from ever, doing interviews or stuff again. But here's the thing. It can be done. It can be done. There's no need for the whole, it's because of taxes. No, it's not because of taxes. You need to get your stuff together, Six Flags. If Cedar Fair can do it, and other chains that have it can do it, you can do it. I don't know if you have a lazy department of taxes or whatever your claim is.
Yeah, something.
It can be done.
Yeah, it's stuffed.
I don't want to hear that it can't be done. It can be done. And it can be done because when I swipe my pass at a certain park, it's automatically saying I'm at that park. So if I have a national dining plan, I'm only paying taxes for that. The money I pay for the pass, it doesn't go to the park. It goes to the overall money of Six Flags line pockets. It's like the general fund of a state. All the money goes in. They suck up all that money, and then they get a tax bill from every park. So corporate headquarters goes, here's yours for Chicago, here's yours for New England, here's yours for Great Escape, here's yours, and so on and so forth. It's not, rocket science. You just got to know what your tax thing is.
Well,
that's it. You can send somebody from the park down. You tell them, I need this information from your town and state. It's not that hard to do. Trust me. I've done stuff like this for my company. It's not rocket science. And I'm an idiot.
No, you're not.
Trust me. I don't have a college degree, but I got what I call street smarts. I learned everything the hard way. Instead of going to school, but even when you go to school, they don't teach you anything.
That's bad.
They just teach you crap. So, let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Stop biting me.
What? You're
Weirdo.
delicious.
I probably taste like cigarettes and tacos.
Hey, it tastes like tacos.
But anyway, the whole thing with this dining pass thing, just do it already.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were just holding off this year and they're going to do it next year, cool, whatever. But when somebody asks, say, look, we're not doing it this year, we're doing it next year. Be honest, be straight. I know you have to... That's the only thing about Six Flags I hate.
Wow.
Actually, I hate it, not just Six Flags. It's all the companies. They're not straight shooters. It's like everything's a big secret conspiracy. Who gives a crap? Who really cares? In any park that's watching this right now, you can comment below after you watch it. You can personally email me. You can call me on the phone. Whatever it is. Taco.
Oh, Lucas says, trust me, I'm an idiot. No, he's not. Lucas not. Lucas a genius.
All these companies, if I say, hey, what's new for 2016? We know, but we can't tell you. Okay, be a straight shooter. Don't go, I don't know. I don't know. You do know. You knew 3 years ago what's coming this year.
Yeah.
So instead of, be like, hey, are you doing the dining plan this year? No, we're going to do it next year. Be a straight shooter. Don't.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Are you like my little henchman that's going to repeat everything I say?
No. I will spell you.
Well, anyway, I'm just sick of all the rhetoric that goes on with all these companies and parks. I know it's their own, they're sworn to secrecy and don't want to get fired, lose their jobs because they said something. If I go to Jen McGrath or somebody and go, hey, what's coming for next year? I can't tell you, Josh. You got to wait till the announcement. I'm cool with that. You can say that. You don't have to be, well, stay tuned and maybe we'll tell you something because maybe we know, maybe we don't know. Be a straight shooter, people. This goes not just Six Flags, Cedar Fair, Kennywood, Lake Compounds, whoever. Disney, everything's like a secret. Everything's shrouded in a secret. We can easily just go to town hall and go see what permits you filed.
What?
It's legal knowledge for us. It's Freedom Act. I'm not saying, be a straight shooter. Don't hide stuff. That was, let me tell you, Jen McGrath is a whole hell of a lot better than their past PR team because before they would just go, no, I don't know. No, I don't know. It seems that they're opening up more and more, and I know that they, what good is it if we know and then, we all like to go and spill the beans. None of us can keep our mouth shut. No matter how much we're sworn to secrecy, we can't keep our mouth shut about new attractions and stuff like that. We always tell the people within our inner circle. Yeah, that was kind of like the whole thing with Wicked Cyclone last year. I didn't come out and I didn't say anything to anybody. I kept it a secret because they asked me. I even offered to sign a confidentiality agreement thing. And they trusted me.
But now you
it's one of those. It's just one of those things. Like this year, I have zero information about Six Flags New England. Everything that I've reported on is strictly hearsay, my guess, the rumors I've heard. Like a rumor I heard about the air races. I might have said it last week. The rumor that's going around the campfire is Six Flags Magic Mountain, Six Flags Over Texas, and Six Flags New England are getting air races. Where they're going, I don't know. I hear Twisted Spot. I hear in between Flashback and Wicked Cyclone. But that's what I'm hearing. I didn't hear anything about Superman. I was just guessing that because if you go to the Bizarro store, everything is being slashed. The prices on Bizarro. Whatever they have.
Yeah, I know Bizarro. Remember?
Now, I did hear about Canopy saying that next year they're going to get a flat ride, and then the year after they're going to get a coaster, and Canopy Corkscrew is going to leave for the 2017 season. So, the Corkscrew ride at Canopy Lake?
Oh, yeah.
They're getting rid of that, and they're going to put a new coaster in its spot. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I hear for Canopy Lake. All right, so let's get back to the weekend because it was pretty cool. You missed probably a lot. Me ranting about Six Flags and other parks and stuff. I didn't even get to talk about Chicago. It just kind of made me rant a little bit. All right, move over. All right, so we started, like I said, with the arcade, I call it Beercade. We were just going to roll with Beercade. What it is, it's a bar. They got a live DJ there, live music. They got a restaurant. You have to be 21 or older to get in. But all the pinballs and arcade games are on free play, except they had 2 pinballs that were $1 each to play, which was Wizard of Oz and Medieval Madness. They had bubble hockey. It's also 2 floors. I didn't know this. I saw a sign that said level 2, and it went down some stairs. So, what I did was I asked somebody. I said, "What's downstairs?" It's like another bar. There's more seats, more machine, more arcade and pinball machines. Let me tell you, they had an amazing lineup of pinball machines. Besides those two, they had Kiss, they had AC/DC, they had Metallica, they had Circus Voltaire, they had Addams Family, Pirates of the Caribbean, Pinbot, Attack from Mars, Lord of the Rings. They had something else. No, that was just on the main floor. Then they had like a million arcade games. I don't remember which. Well, not a million, but they had quite a few.
Oh?
Then we went downstairs. They had Star Trek. They had Transformers. They had Tron. Then they had Walking Dead, Mustang, and Avengers. for
Avengers is a
pinball
good
machines.
movie.
But I mean, they had all your classic arcade games from Frogger to Dig Dug to Burger Time. They had Ninja Turtles. They had RoboCop. They had Off Road. Oh yeah, and they had the World Cup soccer pinball machine too. There was all kinds of stuff. Tell Jeremy my Xbox isn't connecting to the Wi-Fi. I'm trying to fix it. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, okay. But anyway, I spent a whole $1 in that place. There's no cover charge. You don't have to buy a drink. You don't have to buy food. Well, not that I know of anyway. Nobody said, hey, you didn't buy a drink and you didn't buy any food. And we stayed in there for like 2 hours. It was awesome. We played a lot of games. Well, a lot of pinball. I played a couple arcade games. But still.
Pretty cool.
So after that, we go home. We go to the hotel.
Nice.
And we get to the hotel. I go outside and have a cigarette. It starts pouring buckets like I've never seen in a long time. So I go up into the room, and you can hear it banging off the glass. There was hail. It was lightning and thundering like crazy. It was just heavy, 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 heavy rain. It was insane.
Well, I have to sleep for you then. Well, his laptop battery.
All right, get off.
Is
So, you know, we wake up. We go to Six Flags Great America. We got there like well over an hour before the park even opened. You know, the park opened at 10:30. We were trying to get there for 9:30, but got there at like 9:15. Then they finally opened up the parking.
Anything that I should say or something? Like my first time of like.
Well, if the Wi-Fi's not working, try rebooting the modem. That always works. Always reboot the modem a few times. If not, call your cable provider and they'll reset. You might have to reset the box.
I'm
A hoarder of several laptops and desktops. He is a hoarder.
I know.
So we go anyway. So here's a couple things about Great America that I did like even before I got into the park. They have their own line for season pass. Would you shut up a minute?
Okay.
You always do this.
Okay.
You always interfere in Are you on drugs?
No.
Are you doing drugs?
No, that's
Are you. Are you doing alcohol?
No.
Are you drinking the booze?
Ew.
That's the look of you drank the booze. You drank the booze.
No.
How old are you?
48.
Oh, okay, you're allowed to drink the booze then. So they have a season pass line for parking. And then once you park, then they have a gold pass entrance by itself. All by itself.
There you go.
It's not even with the main lines to get in. So you got a gold pass, you go that way. And then they have a little metal detector there. And then you go. The only thing I did not like that they did, I mean, it's great that you got in early. And it would be great, you know, like we were going right for Goliath. So it would have been great if they would have had the ride open before 10:30, and they didn't. They didn't have any rides open before 10:30. Nothing. I mean, they were testing rides and stuff. So I think the fail is why let everybody in that early? I was standing in line for like a half hour after the crazy long walk to get to Goliath in the back of the park. I really think, you know, I don't understand why they do that. Why let you in the park an hour early? They hold you up by the carousel for a whole, you know, like a half hour. Then they walk you back. Then you're waiting for another 10, 20 minutes to get in the queue line. We did get the third train of the day. Now, here's my thoughts on Goliath. It's different. It's the top of track. It's not the Iron Horse track like Wicked Cyclone. So it's obviously a little different. I like Goliath, but it felt like it could have done more than what it did. It's not long by any means. It's pretty damn small. I mean, the stall is pretty cool. But at the end of the day, I think Wicked Cyclone's better. Just because it gives me everything, like I said, like it gives me everything I want.
Xbox.
Goliath.
Huh? I just read that. So.
Goliath was definitely fun for what it gave. But it was like it was lacking. It was like it was missing something.
Whoa.
You know, it wasn't really...
Good?
It felt like, you know, it's like you watch a movie and you wanted it to keep going because it was such a good movie.
Yep.
Well, it was a good roller coaster, but then it just stopped short. You wish it would just keep going to give you more than it did.
Oh.
so it didn't give you everything that it wanted. Now I'm not saying it's a piece of crap and
know that.
it's good. It's a good ride. I would definitely ride it again. But the lines were way too long and it's not on the Gold Flash Pass, so I didn't ride it again.
Okay.
We rode every coaster in the joint. I hit 350 coasters while I was out there. I made Wizard my 350. We rode some flats. We met up with Jeremy again. Not this guy.
Oh,
the other guy. And I will say, you know how I used to say wing coasters did nothing for me. I hated them. I rode the one at Dollywood and I was like, X-Flight is awesome. It put some faith into me with these wing coasters. I thought X-Flight was amazing. I thought it was great. I rode that twice. I will say X-Flight is way better than Wild Eagle. It blows Wild Eagle out of the water. I mean, it's nice that it's tall and you get a beautiful view of the mountain and everything from Wild Eagle, but X-Flight with the keyhole and then that other thing you slide through was nice. It's got some, plane theming, airplane theming and all that. Military, it was cool. We rode American Eagle. They were giving double rides on one side. It's a racing wooden coaster, and let me tell you, it vibrated the hell out of me.
Who?
Iron Eagle in the Helix. It was like when it wasn't in the Helix, the ride was great, but in the Helix,
face.
you're like.
Nice face you got there.
So we rode it twice. We rode both sides. It was great. Except for the. I wasn't into the whole.
Nice face, dude.
The whole. I don't really like that. I thought my brains were going to come out of my ears. I thought I was going to have to go like that to keep the brains in my ears. But yeah, it didn't.
Nice face you did from the
Thanks.
vibrating. You're welcome.
We rode Viper. It wasn't that bad. I did enjoy Raging Bull. I thought that was great. I thought Wizard was pretty neat. I will say that their indoor Dark Knight coaster does have what do you call it? It have its own queue building that goes into the main building, but all their effects work. They don't have one effect like the ending at Great Adventure with the subway. They don't have that. It's not even there. But needless to say, it was a good. It's a mouse. We rode Velocity. Oh, the George Jetson coaster. The Jetsons.
Oh,
The Spacely Sprockets,
the
rockets. They have a roller coaster.
Cool.
And when it's taken off, it goes ding, ding, ding.
Oh yeah, from the movie thing.
Yeah.
The Jetsons.
That's Jetsons theming all around it. It was called Cartoon Camp or Camp Cartoon Kitty area, and it had Flintstones theme, it had Scooby Doo theme rides, Jetsons. It was awesome. Even for being a kid, I wanted to ride all the kitty rides.
Yabba dabba doo.
It was cool. So we rode everything that we wanted to. So it was good. Food quality is definitely better than Six Flags New England. That's for sure. For the food that I ate. Overall, I think Six Flags Great America is one of the better parks. I really love Six Flags Great America. It was different. It was new for me.
Everything just went silent. All silent.
I don't know. It's Great America. It's definitely. I think honestly, people are gonna think I'm nuts. I think it's better than Great Adventure, and it's really a top 5 Six Flags park out of the chain.
That's cool.
So it's a really good park. If you haven't been, I suggest you go out there. It's a nice. I love the double carousel, the 2-story double-decker carousel was nice. I rode it. I loved it. And Wizard was a decent coaster. They got a decent lineup of coasters. They got a lot of awesome flats. They have like this crazy fast Calypso ride there, and I couldn't believe it's way faster than Cedar Point's. And I think I even put video of it in the video. The thing goes crazy fast. It's crazy fast. It was awesome. So the next day we go to Little America. So we drive 2 hours to Wisconsin, and we go to Little America. Little America, I would compare it to Quasi, only a little bigger. They had like this crazy long train ride. They have a toboggan coaster. They have a Mad Mouse, an old Mad Mouse. They have a media, wooden coaster. They have a Little Dipper, steel coaster. They got a really crazy scrambler. They got a crappy haunted house.
Awesome.
They got a monorail. They got some pretty alright bumper cars. And the ride-op was giving me crap because he was talking about football and he was pointing at me, who's ready for the Bears and only, and I'm like, no. He's like, then who do you like? I'm like, New England Patriots. Forget about it. He called everybody to hit me. But it didn't work because all the people that we rode with.
Someone else.
All right. Let me see. I love the train at Little America. The crazy thing, and you're going to see it.
Is when.
Stop. The train, you're going to see in the video the train ride where all of a sudden you come in. I didn't videotape the entire train ride because it was 20 minutes. But I recorded enough that you'll see zebras mixed in with some sheep and some ducks. And it was kind of weird. It was something different out of this world. I can't wait to show it because my mouth kind of hurts. I broke a tooth last night. It's split in half the long ways instead of in half that way. So, like, the root's still in there, but half the tooth is gone.
Let me see. Which one? Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I was eating a Starburst, and the tooth was stuck in the Starburst. I almost swallowed the tooth.
That's what you get for doing that.
Yeah. So my mouth really hurt yesterday, but it doesn't hurt as much today. It's slowly going away, which is because I had there was a cavity when I was a kid, and they drilled it and had a filling. I saw part of the filling in the tooth in my Starburst. It was just a bad day for me yesterday.
No.
So overall, I would say, my mouth smells. So. So overall, it was a great weekend. Spent with some great people. Handsome little guy.
Me.
That's you.
You're a big guy.
Next time we go, can you do the world with the houses, Jeremy? When you play on Minecraft.
Sure.
Okay, sure, he said.
Sure,
Hey, Sean, you're just in time for the video of Great America and Little America. So let me pull that up. You guys can watch that. And it's like a 10-minute video.
Oh, nice.
So here we go. Rock and roll. Cool. Here's the video. All right, so there was your little video of the two parks. It was good fun, and I forgot to mention that Media, the little wooden roller coaster at Little America, gives you 3 laps instead of just 1 because it's
That's
small
awesome.
and it was good.
I wish I was there.
It was definitely a good park. The only thing that they really had to buy was T-shirts, so I bought myself a T-shirt at Little America.
How dare you?
So it was definitely good.
I
So
wanted to buy stuff now.
let's cover the quick events quickly, and then we'll get out of here. Let's see. September 5th, Oktoberfest. Next Wednesday is the deadline. Russ is in a panic because there's only like 30-something people, and they need 100 to get a catered meal, and they know what's going to happen with ERT and all that stuff. So if you're thinking of going, at least email Russ, and you can still, register for next week. And then I haven't seen the flyer yet. I don't know where the hell it is. But September 12th, Riding of the Bull, Siete. Then they have the 13th is the Hangover Fort Casino Pier. October 3rd is Fall Thrill Fest. October 4th is Celebrate America. October 10th, Phoenix Fall Fun Fest.
Woohoo! Awesome.
November 21st is going to be Smoky Mountain Christmas. So Smoky Mountain Fest. December 5th, Storybook Land Christmas. December 6th, Winter Adventure. And December 12th is going to be Coasting Through the Snow at Busch Gardens.
Ooh,
So that's all we have for this week. So what's going on this weekend for definitely 100% for sure is we're actually going to Pinball Wizard on Saturday.
That actually.
So we're going to go there, check that place out. The forecast for the weekend looks like you're washed out and it ain't going to be really worth going to any park. It's supposed to rain starting tomorrow all the way to Sunday, Monday. So I'll probably just stay home Sunday, play pinball. If it ends up being nice, maybe I'll just go to my parents and go swimming. Get that in before the summer's over.
On Sunday too.
Yeah, we're going to play.
Yeah, I'm going to play a lot of pinball.
I'm going to play pinballs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do. We'll keep you updated on what's going on, so on and so forth.
And
In the world of amusement parks. And next week we'll figure out what we're going to cover. I am going to videotape a lot of Pinball Wizard so people can see what that is.
Yeah.
Because not just pinballs, but they have 178 arcade games as a list. They have everything from Mortal Kombat to Jesus. They got everything. Rampage.
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, they got all of them. Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, 4 arcade.
Okay, I'm gonna play Mortal Kombat then, because I love the game.
Jeremy, go on Skype after the show.
I know that.
So if anybody happens to go to any parks, let me know.
Phoenix.
If not,
Oh,
I will
fun
see
fest
you
is fun.
next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then when we'll be back. So remember that. Mark your calendars. There's a lot of stuff going on as we start preparing for Six Flags announcements. As a matter of fact, one topic that we're going to definitely do next week is I'm going to do a prediction of all Six Flags parks. Of what they're going to get for next year. So that's going to be definitely one of the topics we talk about next week. What I would like everybody to do is get your A game on. I want to hear what you think all the parks are getting as well. This is definitely going to be an audience participation show because I want to hear what everybody thinks. If anybody agrees, disagrees, I want to know why. We already know what Lake Compounce is getting, so we don't have to worry about Lake Compounce. So we're gonna work on. What the hell? I got like a cut in my thumb.
Oh no, let me see.
I don't know. Look at that. Nice slice in my thumb. I don't know what I did. It's not bleeding. No. But anyway, I'm falling apart. Teeth falling. I'm breaking. I'm getting cuts everywhere. I should probably be in a padded room. I might be safer. Oh, you got a little cut too.
Oh, my pinky.
We're getting magical cuts.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a ghost in here slicing us.
Hey, you want us like cuts on our pinky?
There's a ghost coming around here giving us paper cuts. So anybody that's watching this after this goes live and it hits YouTube officially, leave in the comments what you think, especially for the next show, what you think Six Flags is going to get in all the parks. Not just your home park or New England. Yeah. What do you think all parks are getting?
Yeah.
Yeah, you listen to this guy.
Do it.
All right. Well, anyways, we're going to get going. Yeah, we're going to get a big lemonade stand. I'm hoping for a lemonade stand. Six Flags New England, if you're watching, we need a lemonade stand. Go to Dollywood, go to Dorney Park, see their lemonade, and that's what you get. That's what you got to get and bring in there.
Being Small Pumpkins is going to actually be very fun.
Yeah.
Because of Phoenix and Twister and all a bunch of other crap.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to get out of here. I'm Dr. Giggles, and who are you? What's your name?
I do not remember.
No, well, he's Jeremy.
Yeah.
You don't remember your name?
Jeremy.
All right. And I will be back.
Monster.
We'll be back next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until next week, everybody, keep on coasting! Woo!